Right, let's just give you a sense of what really happened. They were moving in a car, both of them, the victim in this case, Nikki, and the accused in this particular car. And then there was an argument that was actually ongoing between both of them. This was regarding marriage and other issues that Nikki had been raising. He then used a mobile phone charger, the wire essentially, the wire cable, to strangulate her. That's what he did. And then he kept the body in the front car of the seat where she had been sitting. As you can see in this particular illustration, and he didn't really move the body. Then he actually then drove for 40 kilometers, moved to a dhaba where he dumped her body. This illustration gives a sense of what really happened, and with the ease with which he carried out the crime. Amit continues to be with us. Amit, after all of this played out, that particular day, he then went on to get married the same day. You know, this is what is most shocking in all of this, that the confidence with which he carried out this crime, and he was completely repentless. He actually went on to get married the same day, Amit.
True, Sneha, and that is more shocking. The details that we are getting, which is, this is a developing story in the sense that investigations are being carried on by the Delhi police right now. And more shocking details are coming out since last evening. Now, we know for a matter of fact that after strangulating Nikki Yadav, this particular individual, Gehlot went on to participate in the marriage ceremonies throughout the day and eventually got married in that evening on 10th of February. In fact, the fight between Nikki Yadav and Gehlot had happened over the fact that he is getting married. Remember, as per sources, Delhi police sources, we know for a matter of fact that these two were in a relationship, were also in a live-in relationship in a bit when they were studying in Greater Noida. And after that, what we are learning now is that Nikki Yadav was not aware of the fact that Gehlot was getting married. In fact, on 10th of February, Nikki had plans of traveling to Goa. Had she gone to Goa, probably she might have escaped this unfortunate destiny that happened on the intervening night of 9th and 10th of February. But very shocking, as you are pointing out, Sneha, that not only he committed the murder, he put Nikki's body in a refrigerator in Mitraon village, but also went on to participate in the marriage ceremonies, several rituals of the marriage, and got married to another woman on the night of February 10th. So clearly more shocking details are coming out. In fact, there's another details that we are sharing with our viewers right now, is that in the car in which he had committed the crime, in which he had strangulated Nikki Yadav, in that particular car itself, he had carried the dead body for nearly 40 kilometers. So this is another shocking details which is coming out, and probably this is, a rerun of the Shraddha murder case, which had shook the nation completely. The details, the gory details of that murder case had shook the nation, and clearly there are striking similarities between the two cases. The latest being the Nikki Yadav murder case, which has happened in the national capital. Back to you, Sneha.
Be with us, Amit. Just coming back to you. In fact, once again, we'll listen to what Nikki's father had to tell my colleague Arvind Hoja.
सर, ये आपको कब जानकारी मिली कि निक्की की हत्या कर दी गई है?
कल सुबह मिली जी।
किसने बताया था?
पुलिस वालों को फोन आया था, क्राइम ब्रांच।
अच्छा सर, पुलिस क्राइम ब्रांच का कहना है कि जो निक्की है, साहिल है, वो दोनों एक दूसरे को 2018 से जानते थे और दोनों ही के परिवार वालों को इसकी जानकारी थी, इस रिलेशनशिप की। तो आप लोगों को
कोई जानकारी नहीं दी, हमें कोई जानकारी नहीं दी।
अच्छा, दूसरा ये भी कि जो निक्की है वो गोवा जाने वाली थी 10 फरवरी को, उसने फ्लाइट का टिकट भी बुक करा लिया था।
हमें नहीं पता जी कुछ भी।
सर, अब ये जो घटना हो गई है, तो आपकी क्या मांग है, क्या चाहते हैं सर?
हमारी तो मांग ये है जी, हमारी बेटी का कत्ल कर दिया गया, तो उसको सजा मौत होनी चाहिए।
क्राइम ब्रांच ने आपको कल जब फोन किया था तो क्या आपको जानकारी दी थी?
हमारे को यही बोला कि भाई यहाँ जिंदापुर थाने में आ जाओ, मेरे को फोन करके बोला।
अच्छा, फिर
मैं वहाँ गया। वहाँ से मेरे को इधर ले आए अपना मित्राओं में, जहाँ पे उसकी हत्या करी गई है लड़की की।
अच्छा,
वहां लाके मेरे को बोला क्या नाम है, एक बार हॉस्पिटल चलना पड़ेगा, एक डेड बॉडी मिली हमें, आप एक बार उसको पहचान लोगे, वो आपकी बेटी तो नहीं है
जी।
फिर मेरे को यहाँ राउतुला राम अस्पताल में लाया गया, यहाँ पे जफरपुर में
जी।
आज मैंने देखा तो मेरी बेटी की डेड बॉडी थी।
Amit also continues to be with us. Amit, given that he dumped the body in a dhaba, give us a sense of the involvement of others also in this crime. What is the police indicating up until now?
Well, Sneha, right now the entire investigation is being carried out by Delhi police. So, as we know that since last evening, many of the details have come out in this particular story, including the aspect as to how, which car was used, how the dead body was located. All these details have already come out. Now, there's a question whether other people were also involved in this horrific crime or not. Whether Sahil Gehlot took help of others in hiding the dead body. How did he land up in the dhaba? The idea of using the refrigerator. Whether someone was also assisting Sahil in covering up the entire crime which had happened on the intervening night of 9th and 10th of February. All these details are awaited. The police is obviously carrying out a detailed investigation into the matter. But so far, what has been tracked down in this particular case is that, after locating cell phone locations, the police was able to track down the dead body. The car in which this particular crime was committed, that has been now recovered by Delhi police. It's a white Varna car which we are also showing to our viewers on India Today. The white Varna car with a Goa number is the one in which Nikki Yadav was strangulated, killed and carried for nearly 40 kilometers in search for a safe location as per Sahil Gehlot to dump the body. What we are also given to understand, Sneha, is that in the initial round of investigation, Sahil was not cooperating with the police, and in fact he had tried to mislead the investigators in this particular case, but eventually the investigators were able to crack down in this particular case and were able to get the very important details as to what was the weapon of while committing the crime, the car which was used in this particular case, where the body was dumped, how the body was dumped. All these details were given out by Sahil Gehlot to the police eventually during the interrogation. But as of now, Sneha, the car has been recovered. It's a Goa number Varna car, white Varna car in which the crime was committed, and now the police will carry out further detailed investigations as to how he convinced Nikki Yadav to come to meet him on 9th and 10th of night. What was the exact triggering point for the fight between the two, from where it got escalated so much so that Sahil decided to murder Nikki Yadav, and whether there were other individuals helping Sahil Gehlot in this particular case in order to hide the dead body, in order to cover up the entire crime. Back to you, Sneha.
All right.